everyone, welcome back to How Ines Rolls. Want to see what I'm doing today? I'm just getting stuff done. Let's go. I have my tree up and going. Let me know down below if you have your tree up. I am going to be doing some winterizing in the front yard. Woo, I did a little bit last week and now I'm ready to get the rest done. Plus this door right there is gonna need a Christmas updo. So plus a little later, I'm gonna show you a super easy dinner to put together. And it sounds fancy, shepherd's pie, an easy version. So now let's do this. Finished doing this one and I have a lot to clean up, and then I started on this back one right here because it was going right into my lemon tree. So I want to be able to make it much smaller so it won't steal any of its nutrients, but much to clean up, and then I'll see if I have enough room in my garbage to move on to the other ones. But oh goodness, this is like Secret of Nim. This is where all the rats lay. No, I'm just kidding. There's not rats, but I'm just saying this is very, very, has lots of little roads in there with all those roots. So years ago, I used to go to a chiropractor a few times a week for migraines. And he would literally crack one bone in my neck and be like, that was big. See you in a couple of days. And I always thought, oh my gosh, seriously? Like I'm paying for that. Here's my one bush. That was a lot. So my hands are like shaking. I'm gonna finish doing the other bush and my garbage is practically full. So I'm just gonna have to wait in a couple more days when the trash comes and try to hopefully finish up the rest of the yard. But it won't be too much. So now I need a rest. So if you have a gardener, holy mackerel, this is a tough job. Well, now I need to get my baskets ready for the front door. So I have my ribbon and I have my usual flowers here. So time to get them ready for the front door. Okay, in theory, they should be even. Let's see. All right, it's kind of close. Let me see if I can pull on one. All right, much better. Got a little Christmassy thing going on here. I have much room to put more decorations. And look at how pretty this bulb is. I only have one, so it's gonna be decoration. So I have some more room here. I'll do that another time. Now that the front door is done, I need to get a head start on dinner. So I'll be using this 9x13 here to make it a very, very easy shepherd's pie. It's a good one to do during the week. You don't have to make fresh mashed potatoes from scratch. In fact, I am gonna be making this whole box of mashed potatoes instant. Now, I will say that my family, having instant isn't always their favorite, but this is the perfect recipe to add to it because it's gonna have the meat and the vegetables and the gravy, so it's gonna be so good that they probably won't notice too much. Unless, you know, if Isaiah were here, he would. He's really good at noticing those kinds of things. So right now I have my water boiling with some butter and some salt. I'm just gonna follow the directions on the box and then put it aside. And then we're gonna start here by browning some ground beef. So while the meat is going, you can make yourself just a cup of boiling water. I just use the microwave and add a bouillon cube to it. Now I know it's more for 2 cups, but that'll give me some room. So this is how much of the gravy we'll make, and if I need to add a little bit more water, then it's ready. But also we're gonna be seasoning some of those vegetables that are in there too. So it's okay to have a little bit more of the bouillon. So just making sure my meat is well cooked through. Love my meat masher, Danny Lynn. So we're gonna do that. Potatoes are almost done, and then we'll start rock and roll and putting it together. There's still some more steps, and I'm gonna show you that too. All right, my meat is mostly brown. I have my potatoes ready over there, just chilling. So my meat is browned up. So I'm gonna take now just a little bit of flour, not more than a 1/4 cup, because I just want to very carefully cover the meat. Now I have done this also, you could do it with a cornstarch, and I probably should, but I'm out of cornstarch. So I need to definitely get some more, because that would be a gluten-free version of this. So we're just going to coat this meat. And then I'm gonna start adding just a little bit of seasonings. Now this has plenty, like our broth is gonna have lots of salt in it. So I'm gonna stay away from that. But I am gonna add some pepper, lots of pepper. Raise your hand if you like pepper. So you could actually add at this time any of your favorite seasonings. You like chili peppers, add chili peppers, you know. You could add a lot of fun things in here to make them even like more on certain scale of cuisine. Like if you want it Italian, you could put some more Italian seasonings. If you want it like I said, you could put the chili flakes, but you could also do some like teriyaki sauce. I like to do barbecue sauce. So the first time I made this recipe, it asked to put in some ketchup. I think it was trying to be like an easy version of it anyways. I know you can put in tomato sauce. I know lots of people have some different variations on how they do this. We're just fans of the barbecue sauce, guys, and it is really good. So I'm just getting our favorite barbecue sauce, and I'm just gonna squirt maybe like a 1/4 cup as well. So I'm getting all of that in there. And then I'm gonna get just some dehydrated onions. Now you can go for it with chopping it, but then, you know, that looks like a lot more work. And this is a midweek easy meal. Now we have this going. A lot of flavor now is going right here. So I'm just gonna pour that whole cup in. Now this is gonna be the fun part. So we're gonna let that kind of simmer a tiny bit, because now you get to add your favorite vegetables. And I kind of go for about 2 cups or so of mixed vegetables. Now you can get these right from the freezer. If you have some in your refrigerator you need to get rid of, do it. I like getting them from the freezer. So if I don't use them from the refrigerator, I like to chop them up and put them in freezer bags. Like that. Here's got broccoli and some celery. So I'm gonna start adding my veggies in here and get them coated into the gravy sauce. So I'm basically gonna try to do about a 1/2 cup. I said try. I do like to go a little heavier on my veggies too, so it's totally up to you. Gonna have a little corn and then some carrots. Now because these are frozen, they're gonna cook up pretty quickly. So I'm not too worried about, you know, getting them to soften up or anything like that, because this is also going to bake. So kind of, I'm just letting it, you know, look like it's starting to cook up a little bit, and then I'll show you what I do next. All right, so you can see I got a nice little boil going on. I had to add like maybe a 1/4 cup more of water. So you can see, you know, I just accounted for that. Plenty of flavoring is going on right here. And I'm just gonna transfer this now to my 9x13 greased pan. All right, so I've just spread this along the 9x13 bottom. We're going to now put some cheese on it. But not a lot, because we don't want to put a ton. So I am going to use some of the cheeses that I had left over from Thanksgiving. I was just thinking that you could probably do this with some leftover turkey. How yummy would that be? So you could do it with maybe like a cream of chicken soup mix. That would be so good. All right, so then it might not be completely shepherd's pie, but more like a casserole of sorts, but still very good. So we're just gonna go ahead and give a light sprinkle. I think this is sharp cheddar because I used it in some mac and cheese that I made. And like I said, I'm not overdoing it. And then we're just going to, I'm gonna just use as much as I want of the mashed potatoes. Now, I think it's mostly the whole thing, but you can gauge how much you would like. I like a lot of mashed potatoes in our shepherd's pie. Now, let's just go ahead and get these dollops in. Ta-da! So we're just going to now put some more cheese on it, just a little bit more, not a ton. And you could actually omit these parts, however you like to do it. Got a little Colby Jack right here. Okay, so I am just going to put this to the side, and I'll bake it when it's getting closer to dinner time, of course. But it only needs to bake for about 30 minutes at about 350 degrees, or until you would like it to be like all nice and bubbly, however you'd like it. So just make sure it's cooked all the way through. Everything is already pre-cooked basically, so just as long as you'd like. And I also have, I made some baguettes. So I just have them in the freezer. Just grab one for as a side. This is easily going to feed 6 to 8 people, depending on your serving size. So this is actually pretty heavy too. So you can see those layers. It looks delicious. And I can't wait for dinner. It just came out of the oven. Look at that gravy. It is looking all kinds of good. So now it's time to dish up and enjoy. Oh yes, look at that. It is so, so good with a little piece of French baguette on the side. Delicious. You'll love it, and make it the way you want it to, with all of the ingredients that your family is going to love. What a perfect fall and winter meal. Thanks so much for stopping by the channel. Give the video a thumbs up and let me know if you've ever made this or a version of this at your home. A very easy way to make shepherd's pie, if I do say so myself. So have a wonderful day, rollers. Stick around because you just never know what I'll be rolling out next. Bye, everyone.